Hello, dear viewers. I hope you are doing good. I have come up with this new video about how to find research gap. It's very confusing for the students, beginners in the research, to find research gap, on what areas should they focus, how to make academic contributions. So today I'll talk about basic research and to find research gap in basic research. I hope this will definitely add on your knowledge about research gap, finding research gap. So in basic research, we make academic contributions and contributions to the literature. So uh, what I say is, we can say it, teaching time saves time. If we do some good work in designing of our research, it will definitely pay off uh, later on when we will complete that project or thesis, dissertation, or research article. So, uh, first one and the leading one is through a thorough literature review. So we can find the research gap through the thorough literature review of the literature, review of the articles, and briefly, if I say that we can make Microsoft Excel literature grid, and from there we can download the research article on our topic, as many as possible, the recent and latest research articles on our topic, and then we can read them, study them, and highlight the main components in those articles, and can make our idea, broaden our knowledge about that particular topic we want to research on. And about browsing through or reading through 20 or 30 articles, we can find a gap. So a research gap might be we can find within the articles, or we can have an idea about what areas of our topic have been covered and what areas are remaining, like skipped, what areas are skipped from the researchers, left behind, and the researchers did not focus on that particular area. So this is only possible when we review the literature, when we download all the articles on that topic. So first thing to start on this topic is to just go to the Google Scholars, Science Direct, Emerald Insight, and write down the main topic of your uh, the major of your study, and then download the articles on that major, and then have a reading through those articles and making up your notes, and find the gap areas. Like for example, we say that we want to do research on employees' behavior. So when we download articles about employees' behavior, we will observe that even if we go through the titles of those articles, we will observe that some of the behavioral aspects of the employees have been covered through the research, and what we feel that some of the behaviors what we see practically but are not covered in the literature. So through literature review, you can have an idea about how much work has been done on a particular topic and what areas have been left. So this another way to look at it, this is that you can also find the weaknesses of the existing studies, like the gap in methodology. It can be methodological gap, like the techniques they have applied are not robust. The research is not rigorous. I'll to make videos on the rigorous these these words, in these terms. So if you feel that the methodology have been weak and the constructs or the questionnaires used are not up to the mark, or the results and conclusions, they have some weaknesses. So on those aspects you can research, but that would be minimal. If we say the contribution would not be so great, uh, the main way to do is to find the gaps, to just go through all the topics of the research articles downloaded on that particular, like I told you, employees behavior. So on employees behavior you can just notice different researchers have worked on different behaviors, but you feel some of the behaviors have been left out. So those behaviors you can research on. That is your gap basically. And if you do that, you will add on, your findings will add on the previous literature. And in this way you can make a good contribution. So to conclude, first of all, you have to go through the literature. What's topic in your mind, just browse that topic in search that topic in Google Scholar, ScienceDirect, Emerald, EBSCOhost, and other research repositories, and download all the relevant articles on that topic, and then just read them one by one, and then make your notes about them, and then just do a review in your mind. What idea do you get from there? What areas have been covered by the previous researchers, and what areas, what you feel are important, they have some, they should be explored, they should be analyzed, they should be uh, tested, or it should be they can make great contribution in the literature. You have to pick those areas which are left in the literature, and then you can do research on that. In that way, when you will finish your research, that will definitely contribute to the literature. The next methods to find the research gap, I will talk one by one in the next brief videos, because for time constraint, I just kept this video very brief. So if you have any question regarding that, I can make another video on that. So that's all from my side. Thank you very much.